Welcome everyone, Felix here from Chess Club. If you haven't had me as a teacher before, I'm organising the inter-school tournament. My apologies that we couldn't have the tournament in person as usual. It's much more fun. Hopefully we can next term, fingers crossed, if we don't have any more lockdowns. So in this video, I just want to go through how to get ready and participate in the tournament, and I'm going to make a separate video for strategy and how to play well in a timed game, and also do a demonstration game with time for you. So as I said in the instructions to your parents, if you want to partake in the tournament, the first thing is to make an account on this website, chess.com. Hopefully you can make one with your real name and your school name. It would be really good because then all your friends and anyone else from the tournament and me, especially if you win, can see who you are. If you're not comfortable with that, or your parents aren't comfortable with that, you can always just make the account for one day while we partake in the tournament, and you can always delete it afterwards. But if you really don't want to use your name, you can also just make up any name you want. Just if you win, make sure to then send me an email or tell me who you are. So as in the email to your parents, we're going to have in this tournament a little bit shorter rounds. We're going to have 10 minutes, as it says here, and we're going to have 7 rounds. The reason I'm making it a little bit shorter is because there's no real long breaks, and I want to make sure that everyone can participate without it being too long. But it all happens pretty quickly when it's online because we don't have to organise as many people to get on the right table and everything. It all happens automatically. So there'll be no official breaks during the tournament, but you will have time between rounds. So everyone has to finish all their games before we start round 2 and round 3. So when you finish your first game, this is once we're in the tournament, you can click here on games to watch other people's games while they're going. You can click here on standings to see the positions, who's winning, and we can click on chat to have a big group chat. You'll see at the beginning the big join button here, which is open 1 hour before. So from 7:50, you can click on join here to join the tournament. You have to click this button before 8:40 or you're not able to join. So normally in the tournaments we have them individually and on a school club basis, but this club wasn't able to do that online, so it's just going to be on an individual basis. So there's a small chance that some of your games could even be with someone else from your school, which again, if you have your name, it would be cool for them to be able to see who you are. So we'll just have standings at the end individually. I'm going to bring some big trophies to school, 1st, 2nd, 3rd place. And also I think it could be fun because we're recording these games. Whether I'm your teacher or another chess teacher, I want to give some of the interesting or the best games to your teachers, or I'll bring them to class and we can then analyse them together in class next term, which I think would be really fun. So just make sure, because it's going to be a long tournament and there is short, small breaks, make sure you've set yourself up for the tournament in a really good position, like a quiet room. You've got maybe snacks or a drink, and you're all ready to concentrate with no distractions, because obviously we're not going to be there, or your parents may not even be there to make sure you're not lying down in bed or getting too distracted. But again, you will have a few minutes if you want between rounds to grab a drink or do whatever you need, go to the toilet. But make sure that you're back in time. So when you click on games here, you can see how many will be still going. And if there's not many still going, then you'll need to come back to your computer pretty quickly to get ready for the next round. If you do need to quit because the tournament's too long, or you have to go and do anything, or you don't have time, just make sure, please, to exit your window and leave. There'll be a big button so you can leave the tournament. This X actually, you can click close. Because otherwise, if you leave your computer and stay in the tournament, there'll be an unfortunate other person who is just waiting for you to do a move and you're not at your computer. So again, you're welcome to leave any time, but just make sure if you do leave to exit the tournament instead of just leaving your computer open. All right, that should be everything we need to know about the tournament. In the next video, if you want to watch it, I'm going to give you some strategies and tactics for playing in the tournament and preparing for it.